Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. You will not believe that William Ruto has decided to surrender. We were told that William Ruto was to compensate those individuals who were killed during the demonstrations of Azimio, number 2, of the Gen Zs that occurred last year and some part of this year. I've seen a letter coming from State House signed by William Samoei Ruto that now he has decided to form a team that is going to lead the framework that is going to be stipulated as per the Constitution, whereby those who are killed, they are going to be compensated. So this side, Raila Odinga with his conclave or intergenerational dialogue is like backfiring, as William Ruto is being told. There's no need of having another dialogue. Yet the only thing we should do is action. Without wasting time, I want us to read the letter that has come from State House. And you will understand how William Ruto has surrendered. He's continuing to bow before the people. He has no option. He is behaving as someone who has been overthrown. And is just acting kwa neema ya watu fulani kwa hii serikali. I want us to read the letter. But before we read, as you always do, ensure you like the video. And like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel. Because sometimes you watch and you forget liking the video. So I'm just reminding you, as you watch, ensure you like the video. Thank you so much for that like. Now the letter says Presidential Proclamation on the Framework for Compensation of Victims of Demonstrations and Public Protests. Whereas the Constitution establishes the dual obligation of the state and its citizen to uphold the delicate balance between civic responsibility and the exercise of constitutionally guaranteed freedoms as enshrined in the Bill of Rights. Whereas since the promulgation of the Constitution in 2010, the expanded democratic space has afforded Kenyans from all walks of life the liberty to express themselves through demonstrations and picketing, some of which regrettably have turned violent, resulting in bodily harm and loss of lives. As we continue this letter is like William Ruto defending himself on the other side. And on the other side, he's showing like, I'm ready to compensate. And I'm going to be the first president compensating those individuals who have been killed since independence. So it means you must also compensate everyone. Be it 2007, be it 2002, because he's now the president of the Republic of Kenya. Now, as we continue, the letter says there is a compelling national interest in establishing framework for accountability, redress, and reparations for victims of demonstrations and public protests, including civilians and security personnel who lost their lives or suffered bodily harm during public protests and riots since the year 2017. So, the guy wants to compensate those who lost their lives since 2017. Since 2017. Now, therefore, I, William Samoei Ruto, President and Commander-in-Chief of Kenya Defence Forces, in exercise of the authority vested in me by the Constitution, do hereby, number 1, establish a coordinating framework for compensation of victims of protest riots, which shall be vested under Executive Office of the President. Now, number 2, the Executive Office of the President shall discharge this mandate in collaboration with the Office of the Attorney General, Ministry of Interior, National Administration, the National Treasury, and all the other relevant state agencies. Number 3, designate Professor Makau Mutua, Senior Advisor Constitutional Affairs and Human Rights, as the principal coordinator of this state intervention and compensation framework, and the tenure of this special coordination framework shall be 120 days from the date hereof. In witness, therefore, I hereunto have set my hand and caused the public seal of the Republic to be affixed to this presidential proclamation on this, the 6th day of August in the year of our Lord 2025. And you can see the signature of William Samoei Ruto. Have you seen that? The question is, why should we need a dialogue? Why should we need a dialogue? If already they have accepted to compensate. According to my thinking, I was like, let him compensate everyone. When Yamawa loses or her life. But what I'm seeing, he has decided to compensate those who lost their lives since 2017. Coming forward. Why should we have dialogue if action can be implemented like this? What William Ruto is doing is simply a man who has been defeated. The man who has been overthrown. He is just the president because of the mercies of God. But the people has rejected this man. The people have rejected this man. And that is why, when you see some individuals, they are just surrounding him with dialogues, which it is not going to work for William Ruto. Talking. And this team of dialogue, they are being paid. They are having allowances, security, all those kind of things. Later, the report will come out. William Ruto will throw it into a dustbin. So when I saw the letter coming from State House, I was like, oh, now he has decided to compensate people. Then, are you sure he's going to compensate? Or he's just showing an indication that he's willing, but he will not do it? Because I've seen it. I've seen something he has said here. How this compensation, the time frame. The time frame. That the tenure of this special coordination framework shall be 120 days from the date. So in other words, it's like 4 months, if I'm not wrong. 120 days in kama 4 months. In hii process, ikuwe kila mtu amekuwa compensated. Is it going to be true that these individuals are going to be compensated? Because something that I'm worried of is that wataselect watu 2, 3, 4 waparade pale State House. Toe nao press briefing waseme, oh, tumecompensate huyu tumepea 10 million, huyu tumepea 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, as per the effect of the laws. Then they will come out saying, we have closed the compensation. The question you will ask yourself, watakuwa wamecompensate kila mtu? Because I'm sure 100% they are not going to compensate everyone. And William Ruto is a man in a mission. He will tell you, but I compensated them. I compensated them. And the evidence is here. But the evidence that will be presented will be totally lies. So they will parade just 10 or 5 individuals there waonyeshe kwamba they are compensating people, but it will not be true. So William Ruto is a man in a mission to show that he's acting, but action will not be there. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Till we meet in another video.